You Africans and giant of Africa, let me ask you about VeryDarkMan, and I want to speak about the enemies of VeryDarkMan. Now, before I talk about this, I'm not here to sing of the glory of VeryDarkMan, and I'm not here to also criticize the enemy of VeryDarkMan, but to let us reason together. Previously, and at the moment, I do not agree 100% with everything that VeryDarkMan does, which it is normal for me not to agree 100% with whatever anybody does, simply because life is too big. A little bit my way, a little bit your way. Now so life take be. And perhaps I am in a nation called Nigeria, which Nigeria is a place of believers, but intelligent ones do not believe everything they hear or what they see, or think that just because one person has been correct 10 times, that means every single time the person speaks, the person is always going to be correct. But whenever VeryDarkMan does whatever is good, I have the particular logical mind to be able to process it and analyze it and see when it does what is good and call it out when it does something bad. But there are many of you who hate VeryDarkMan, who are his real enemies. You cannot wait to see him fall. And trust me, I understand you. I understand you because I know say you no get the glory, or you think say you deserve the glory wey VeryDarkMan they get. Why? Because you feel you are more educated than him, you feel you are more corporate than him, you feel you have more standard than him, you think you have better hygiene than him, you think you are more taller than him, you think you are more sexy than him. And most especially the people who hate him, majority are men. Some men. Most of his believers are young people. Most of them too are just believers. They are followers. But the followers are following a prophet who actually have the intention to lead them to the right place. Perhaps he is going to make mistake along the line like Moses. But the enemies of VeryDarkMan, I want to ask you, what is the benefit of trying to see his fall, regardless of the fact that you understand that his intentions is to do what is right? Some of you are angry that his social media handle and the rest is going high. See, let me tell you these things. Everything about life is season. It's about time and season. I have understand this since I was a little child. Look at plants, look at life, look at everything in life. Nobody on this earth loses or lose except you see it as a loss. If you are patient, your time will come. The glory days when everybody they shout to Baba, to Face Idibia was there. There was a glory days for the bunch. Now who is the bunch compared to music of Rema? There was a time it was like Burna Boy was the king of the whole world. There is time. Just because social media tends to be one of the newest trending thing, VeryDarkMan is one of the highest people now that the world is paying attention to. Understand that it is his season and it is his time. He is not here to be on the mountain forever. Even if we want him to be, at some point another person will come up, take over. But the question is this: all those energy where you supposed to carry, use and think to motivate yourself, to develop yourself, to make sure you understand the language of the people. Because the secret of VeryDarkMan is not because he's too intelligent. It's because he understands the language of his people. The same thing where Baba Fela they do. Baba Fela understand the language of the people where they go fit, they communicate and interact. Regardless of the fact that Nigeria is not a 2-year word, but he understands the language. The same thing is what VeryDarkMan does. Look at most of the video of VeryDarkMan. Nobody say VeryDarkMan they go interview, or you can see him speak for 1 hour, or he's so logical enough to debate on every other thing. He is streetwise, and so most times he can just communicate between 10-15 minutes. But when he speaks through the intentions of his heart, the people can synchronize and know exactly what he's saying. But most of now, you have been indoctrinated with big English. And this is the reason why you have deviated from your own people. And now, the people do not understand your language because you have lost the Africanism inside of you, the culture and the traditions inside of you. And so, most of you, even the Yorubas, cannot speak Yoruba, I included. Now, small, we just did talk. So, he understands it, and he can have it with them. And this is the reason why he is a number one when it comes to speaking up to the people. Grace is on everybody. All I'm saying, the purpose behind all this is, if we take this same energy and you use it to support him during his time, your time will come and you would need the support of others. What you sow is what you would reap. Whenever we are speaking about like the issue of the treason, that they are putting those children in prison, like the issue of Bobrisky, Fals, the bad guy, and the rest of it, if now they organize all those energy together and we can synchronize and speak on those loud volume, you know that the union, international bodies can always listen to us whenever we call upon them. Since we understand, say, we get some kind presidents, we know they listen, or probably when they get here, maybe the year know they function, or the ones where if you go outside, say you want to talk about them, rather than them to bring something down, they go increase them. If we can start working with ourselves and start making other requests and the rest of it, and we can work together, all of us with the social media, we at least our goal is for a progress. Those of us who speak about national things, those of us who are interested in the progress of this nation, if we really put hands together, not be the one way Aisha Yusuf and Seun Kuti, they try to drag each other down, try to bring each other. They could be misunderstanding, but the one way they go, they call their papa, way Aisha Yusuf said they call Baba Fela, that was disrespectful. And regardless of the fact, when Seun Kuti said his own, I was so silent. But I did not support either Seun Kuti or Aisha Yusuf, because that's bad. But the reality is this: enviousness, jealousy, and lack of understanding of how to achieve a goal. You guys are not team players. And when we are not team players, when we see the truth, some of you will go here, some of you will go here. Most of you, rather than you to focus on the subject, you will focus on very dark one, very dark one, very dark. And at the end of the day, you will be getting it wrong. State out your fact. The idea is this: let us all work together, and we will be able to achieve great things in our nation. Now, we don't need to carry gun, go they shoot, or protest, or carry flag for treason. But if we can speak in one voice on social media, we will do exploits. Those people will know 1 year. When all the old social media, they open TikTok, open Instagram, open, see, the president said video or anywhere we open, you see, say everybody, they fire ram. Their brain will correct. You see that one when they fire that Wimbo, Alexander the Great Fool, the great idiot. When they fire that one, Abino, waiting to Abino no go this thing. So let's work together. That's the point of contention of what I'm saying. Or else, divided we fall.